Welcome back to the Ready Room. I'm your host, Brittany MacLean Campbell. And this week we have some unfortunate but breaking news. And I wanted to make sure I started off the episode with our Hot Topics segment. Unfortunately, Penny Oleksiak has withdrawn from the World Championships coming up very shortly in Singapore. And that was due to an infraction in her whereabouts put in place by the World Anti-Doping Agency. Now, if you're wondering, what is whereabouts? That's a great question. I have a reel on Instagram that tells you a lot more that you need to know, but it's a system put in place to keep sport clean. It's for drug testing, and it basically provides a window where every athlete has to tell you an hour of their day where they're going to be available to be tested for drug testing. Now, I wanted to make sure I answered some of the questions we've had since that video because I think it's important to bring some clarity. One of them was, can you update the system? And yes, in fact, you can update the system. There's an app. We're in 2025 now, so you can, in fact, have it on your phone. If you do need to update it, though, you have to do it in advance of your window. So, for example, if I had it between 5 and 6 p.m., and it was 5:20 and I went to update it and unfortunately would not take that update. So you do have to do it in advance of time, but you are able to on the go if things come up, if you change your residence for a night, if you book an appointment somewhere, if you take a flight somewhere, whatever it is, you can update the app in real time. You just have to submit it quarterly so you have a submission to do. The athletes are very used to the system. If they've been on the national team for longer than, a few months, this is something that they're kind of getting used to as upkeep. So it's a part of the full-time job that is being a high-level athlete. The other question we had is, why did Penny withdraw from the World Championships? And I think it is important to know that her case is still in the preliminary stages. So what it means by that is the ban has not been placed on Penny Oleksiak yet. The only reason we know about it is because she withdrew from Worlds. And the reason she withdrew is if she was going to compete at the World Championships and then the ban is placed anywhere between now and then, and even just after, then her results have the potential to be not official. So if she was swimming on a relay, then unfortunately none of those results would actually be official. There's potential for them to take away medals from Team Canada, and she has decided that she wants to do what's best for the overall team and take her name off that roster. Now the next question is, well, how is this going to impact the Canadian relays? It's going to impact them quite heavily. And unfortunately, for all of us as fans of Canadian swimming, Penny would have likely been on 4, maybe even 5 relays. She was likely on some of the mixed relays and then the freestyle and the medley relay on the 4x100 side. So this is going to heavily impact them. She won the 100 free, which makes her not only a key shoe-in for the relay, but it makes her the favorite and likely the anchor when it comes to the medley relay. So unfortunate situation for there. I don't think as a realistic person, I would go in and say they had a likely shot of medaling across many relays, but it definitely does impact their chances of getting on the podium. So unfortunate situation currently facing. This is a very serious matter for athletes to make sure they're staying on top of. I definitely think it is a challenge because you have to stay, like I said, it's an all around the clock responsibility for these athletes. Mistakes do happen, but over a decade that Penny Oleksiak has had to do this system. So definitely tough to see. It's a 3-strike program, and we're under the impression now that she has received her 3rd strike. More to come. We're going to be continuously tracking this story. So stay tuned to all of our CBC channels. I will try to keep you updated as best as possible.